up, buddies? Welcome to an update video, or I guess at the end of the day, a really good news video about my post-hacking or just my hacking situation. So as hopefully most of you guys know that are watching this video, last weekend I got hacked. I'll of course leave a link to that video if you haven't seen it yet in the description down below. There's a lot of good stuff in there on top of me just being angry and upset. There is a lot of good suggestions on how you can keep your account safe and what EA can do to keep our account safe as well. And that is another subject that I'm going to talk about in this video further as well. But anyways, after I made that video, you guys are going to start seeing some screen caps come up on the screen. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to put them again, maybe again over top of my face. But as I made that video, I started posting on Twitter like, what the hell do? I can't get a hold of anyone. The EA customer service aren't responding. As you can see, Rob Hodson, who's been a community manager, I think he started out really as like I could get this wrong, but as like an online or forum presence, and then moved up the ranks at EA to being like a full-bore community manager. So he responded to me twice saying, hey dude, like DM me and then we'll get things sorted out. Now, as you guys know, at the start of every FIFA, I've been doing it since FIFA 14, at the start of every FIFA, I do not have a coin sponsor. I drop coin sponsors to see how things go, to see how secure the game is, etc., etc. So same thing again this year, start of the year, even before the start of the year, I dropped my sponsor. So really, that's why I'm thinking EA or Rob or anyone was really willing to help me out, is of course because I do not have a coin sponsor. So building from there, I'm not going to show you like the private details of the messages I shared with Rob and stuff like that, but he took down my information and immediately got the account locked up so that the hackers couldn't do any more damage. Unfortunately, the hackers got into my account and cleared everything out, spent all the FIFA points, took all the coins, you know, essentially screwed me over, and I think tried to reset the account, like literally be dicks and try to delete my FIFA account at the same time. So Rob put me in touch. Again, I don't want to give too much details out about these specific EA developers and like higher ups or whatever you want to call them for privacy reasons. I don't know if they really want to be in the public eye anyways, but he put me in touch. We'll go by his first name, in touch with someone called Jonathan. And this guy, among a few other people, are in charge of hackings and like, I think honestly dealing with a lot of the YouTubers and streamers that are in their like preferred list. And really that just means YouTubers and streamers that do not have coin sponsors and that EA are either helping out by keeping their accounts extra safe or helping them out, you know, adding players to their accounts every week and stuff like that. So I got put in touch with a gentleman named Jonathan. And as you can see now popping up, the email string, I'm gonna really just show you guys two emails from him that really just shows you that he was the one that got things rolling and got, I guess, the process started to getting everything back on my account. So I gotta say, full credit to Rob, full credit to Jonathan. I know everything would have been different had I had a coin sponsor, but for the time being, thank you to them. They really, really stepped up and really, really helped get everything rolling. And, you know, I'm very grateful for that. Now, before we get into me showing you guys how things are, and I'm going to try and log back into my account and stuff and see what's going on. I got a message earlier today saying, hey, your stuff should be good to go. Your account now is in the, for lack of a better word, I'm just going to call it the preferred content creators section, where this account now has red flags and blocks and stuff all over it, where essentially it's unhackable. And I'm going to bring up something for you guys. Someone tweeted me this saying, oh, so what now? EA Sports is the best company ever. I want to touch on that in a lot of, I guess, pieces before we go into the club and see what EA has given us back. I am not a fake. I will not kiss ass when it suits me. I will not criticize when it doesn't suit me. I am always honest, even if it's to my detriment. You guys that have known me since I've been a YouTuber for 1.5 years, or, you know, through almost 3 FIFAs, which is pretty crazy, or a streamer, etc. You guys know that to my own fault, I am almost too honest. Whether a company deserves criticism, I'll be the first person to criticize and call them out on the bullshit, like I do all the time with EA Sports, whether it's FIFA point prices, hacking, the fact that packs are completely unrewarding, etc., 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 etc. And the exact opposite as well. If they do something right, I will praise them. I am not this way or that way. I'm not completely blind in my hate. And it's not hate for EA, it's just my dislike for the way they do certain things. If I dislike the way they do certain things, I don't put blinders on and say, oh, screw them for making the game better in certain ways. Very similarly, if they do things well, i.e. refund me my players, or, you know, add full links to Legends and add the FUT draft and all that stuff, I'm going to praise them, but I'm not just going to become a complete fake and not like criticize when it's deserved. You guys know that. So people tweeting me shit like that, it actually grinds my gears, because I hope by now you should know that I'm honest, even to the point where it probably hurts me. I'm really bad in terms of my, like, I don't know what you would call that, social media management, where a lot of, I guess, people that are in the public eye do go this way or that way because it's better for them. It's better to, I guess, stick to one thing and not dabble in the other, be too honest. You know what I mean? Like, that's nothing I've ever been good at my entire life. I've always gotten in shit, whether it's arguments with teachers and stuff like that. I've always just given my honest opinion. Whether you like it or not, that's up to you. I know a lot of people dislike me for my loudness and people mistake me for being cocky instead of someone that just has an opinion and is naturally loud because of my Arabic roots. People that don't know Middle Eastern people and their loudness, it's probably better for your ears anyways. Nevertheless, I just wanted to put that in there for you guys to let you know that no matter what happens going forward, I'm never going to change in my honesty about the game, about stuff I love, about stuff I hate, about stuff that should be fixed, about stuff that I've screwed up. I'm always going to be honest, and even right now, this could screw me over further, but I also want to be honest with you guys and EA, if anyone from EA is watching this. I don't know where things are going to go. If I'm going to have a coin sponsor this year and it's going to completely break down this relationship that's building right now with EA, I want to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to kiss anyone's ass. I'm going to see where things go from there. I'm very grateful that it seems like my account is reinstated, but there's things in my life that need to be taken care of in certain ways and stuff like that. And not to mention how bloody expensive it is to play FIFA for me, and I know for a lot of people, sometimes you gotta look for cheaper options. At the end of the day, I just wanna be, as I've said, I think 1,000 times in this video, candid and honest with you guys. Whatever's on my mind, whatever I'll be doing in the future, I want you guys to be the first ones to know and have an idea of what's going on. Same thing. If in a month or 2 months I choose to get a coin sponsor or not or whatever, and my account would get banned or hacked or whatever it is, I'm always going to be honest with you. I'm never going to fake that I got hacked. I'm never going to fake that I got banned and bullshit like that. Whatever happens to me and to my accounts, you guys will be the first ones to know, and you will know the full truth of anything that happens. Here's the account fully back. So once again, credit to Jonathan and Rob Hodson at EA for doing the right thing and getting everything sorted and restoring my hope in, I guess, the post-hacking process in terms of EA being able to help you guys out. Now, let's look through the players, and then I'm going to start talking about what I see for the future for all of us and account security, because I do not think it's fair that my account and, let's say, Spencer's account and FIFA Rale's account and, like, Huizzy's account and Lasty's account and Castro's account and stuff like that, mine is in there. I'm clumping myself in that group. I don't think it's fair that it's just us that are extra safe and know that our accounts won't be hacked, and then everyone else has a massive chance to get hacked. Like, I want this security that's over here to be for everyone, and that's the way it should be, honestly. So we'll talk about that in a little bit, but holy crap, boys, look how beautiful this account has already become. So they have literally reinstated every single valuable player that I had in my account, which is absolutely incredible, and stuff like this. I mean, yeah, we got a restart with our Crespo. We had a pretty good record with Crespo, but who gives a shit? We got our pack-pulled Crespo back. Now, the crazy thing that I was never expecting... Bruh. Pack-pulled Ibra? Mine? On this account? Fresh? We might actually try to get ourselves towards 1,000 goals. I've never achieved it in any Ultimate Team. I've tried it in every single Ultimate Team with Ibra since 2010. This could be our year, boys. But not just that. Every single player I had, EA has restored and made them pack-pulled. Gattuso, who, luckily enough, I was actually thinking of selling him, pack-pulled. Bale, pack-pulled. Boateng, we actually did pack-pull. So did we with Schweinsteiger and Leno and Pastore and Oscar and Matuidi and Matic and Griezmann and Payet. As you guys know, I pack-pulled, of course. And Firmino, now this is crazy. I never actually quote-unquote packed Guarin, but I had all of these players in my club. They reinstated Freddie Guarin to me, but pack-pulled. Walcott, these are all pack-pulled, but Zuma, pack-pulled? Not necessarily pack-pulled, I don't even think that's the right word, but first owner, baby. First owner, Inform Martial. Boys, so excited about this card. This, other than Ibrahimovic, is probably my second favorite striker to use in the game. His first touch, his ability on the ball, the way he finishes every chance possible. This guy is a king, so I'm very, very excited to be able to essentially start fresh with him again. And then we go here, you know, this is sick. This is sick too. I get my very own pack-pulled version of Riyad Mahrez, and honestly, very happy about that. Really, really like this card, and I'm sure he's going to get himself a bunch more informs this year, but I've got a pretty rare first week or second week silver inform version of him, whereas I'm pretty sure any other card of his will be gold. So that's awesome. So let me just store all this stuff back in my club here. Are you sure you want to send all items to your club? Yes. Okay, let's see. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. So this is really, really exciting. I'm happy. I even got like the tokens back and stuff like that. We still have all of our progress in terms of Division 6 and all that awesome stuff. For the most part, all the other players, the like relatively cheap other players that we had in the club, that's kind of what's missing right now. And there's a few things missing. So I just want to quote myself. I hope you guys don't think I'm like necessarily complaining or anything right now, but I just want to bring some few things up. So there are still things missing. This account had about 1.3 million coins on it, as well as everything else that was there. I mean, we're missing over 500,000 coins. And again, I don't want to bring this up because I don't have a coin sponsor, so I'm not going to mention who, but if you go look at the prices of coins, 500,000 coins is a ton of money. And to get the 500,000 coins that were on this account, I probably have to open another $500, $600, $700 in FIFA points to build up those coins again. So, not to sound like a whiny bitch, but that's one of the things that's a downside. And I did have FIFA points that the hacker also spent as he was taking my account. So, you know, I'm missing another anywhere from 10 to 20,000 FIFA points. I can't remember exactly what were on there before. The other one, of course, that's a bit of an issue is that all of the other cheap informs that I got that were pack pulled and stuff, those didn't get reinstated. So, whereas, of course, I'm happy that I have, well, this is all loans and garbage. I'm happy that I have all of this awesome stuff back. You know, no complaints there. We got, you know, a lot of these guys back. We're still missing a ton of informs and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to, I guess, poke or prod my good luck. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get a hold of EA and say, hey, guys, like, I'm still missing a big chunk of stuff and FIFA points and whatever. I'm just going to be grateful for what I have. This is far beyond what I ever thought I would get back. So I'm very happy there. I know a lot of people, Rhoda Shaw, again, I mentioned him being one of them that got hacked, and he had about 8-9 million coins worth of players and coins, and they only ended up giving him back 4 million coins. To be shortchanged 5 million coins is an insane thing. Me to be shortchanged 500,000 coins, I'll just deal with it and just be grateful for what I have. So needless to say, and to wrap up this video, I'm very, very happy that everything is returned for the most part. And, you know, I gotta say that it's gonna be a tough choice going forward, whether I go back to coins or I stay like this, because, you know, everything is secure and it's nice building a relationship with EA, not having them think like I'm the enemy. All that stuff is exciting, and that's probably the last thing I want to touch on. And I'm gonna bring out another tweet somewhere above me that you guys can see. That's what I don't want to see happen. As I mentioned early in the video, I don't want myself to be protected and everyone else be screwed or have to fend for themselves, or someone gets hacked and they don't get anything back. Everyone needs to either have the same security or everyone needs to have the same sort of processes where they get their accounts back. What worries me for people that get hacked is the amount of employees or the amount of resources that EA, or the lack of resources, if you will, that EA has towards returning hacked accounts and stuff like that. Like the poor guys that are helping me out, Rob and Jonathan, they're part of a relatively small team of people that are in place to get this all sorted. So imagine the, maybe not thousands of people that would be getting hacked on a daily or weekly basis, but surely the hundreds of people that are getting hacked just because of the leaderboards. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of gamer tags on the leaderboards, whether it's for the all-time leaderboard, the 7-day leaderboard, the 31-day leaderboard, you know, for transfer profit, for biggest team, for biggest club, all that stuff. There's a ton of gamer tags on there that have a very high potential of getting hacked. If that starts happening in big cases, less and less people are going to get their cases resolved, and that's not correct. So I want to bring it back to, I guess, my suggestions of what EA Sports needs to do to keep our accounts safe. First of all, it pains me to say this, but they got to get rid of the leaderboards. I've said this before, get rid of the leaderboards other than having them for your friends specifically. So the only people that can see all those details are people that you are mutual friends with, and that's really what matters. Honestly, I don't really feel like that anyone other than maybe someone that's vain like myself that likes to see themselves on the top of the leaderboards. I'm pretty sure everyone would be okay to give that away and like have that gone to know that their account is pretty secure. And really the only way that you could have a hack start on your account is if you're unlucky enough to play against someone that is a hacker and then they find out your gamer tag that way. Second point, as always, I bring myself to there needing to be a section somewhere in this FUT area or this FUT hub, whether it's in FIFA Central or wherever it ends up being. There needs to be an area where you can go deselect EA customer service from being able to make changes to your account. Then something pops up and says, are you sure? The only one that now has access to your account, even if you lose everything, is you. So if you lose your password, you can't remember stuff, you are responsible and you will lose your account because no one will be able to make changes to your account. Are you sure you want to do this? You then select yes, boom. That essentially ensures that your account is fully safe. Second of all, as I mentioned in the hacking video, the next thing that needs to happen is we need to have an option again in FUT Central or in the database where I can deselect the web app and the companion app. That is the area where hackers will use once they're in your account to shift your coins to their accounts. If I can deselect that and essentially disable the mobile and web app, it makes it even harder for hackers to take my stuff, even if they do get into my account, because really the only way they can do anything is if they are on my console. So I hope this video was informative for you guys. I hope you learned something here. And honestly, at the end of the day, EA isn't all bad. There's a lot of processes and things that, can get abused in the EA machine, but there's a lot of great employees there. And again, I'm going to be honest, myself and Rob over the years have had a good relationship. Then we have had our differences and stuff like that, but there's some good employees there, boys. A lot of good employees at EA. Rob, Jonathan, Chewboy, all those guys are part of the process that they want to see improvement and they want to help people out and stuff like that. So good to see that, if you're doing the right thing in EA's eyes, of course, without coin sponsors, etc., that you can get helped out. I just hope that that means everyone can get helped out, not just myself and a few select people. That's what I'm hoping from this. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you've made it here, I don't know how long this video is. If you've made it to the very end, feel free to smash the like button and support the video. As always, I want to be fully transparent to you guys, everything that happens. I was upset in my first video of me getting hacked, so I published that. But here's a positive video for you guys and to show you guys that good things do come if you go through the right processes and the right people help you out. So awesome. I can't wait to keep going with this account. Long may it continue. We'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!